Okay, so today I would like to address an issue that, based on conversations with teachers, parents and students, seems to be becoming more prevalent, not only in our school, but locally, nationally and globally. That is the rising mental health issues among students, specifically due to cyberbullying. How many of you have recently, even in the last 12 months, had to deal with a complaint about cyberbullying, whether it be from students, parents or even fellow teachers? Most of us, and if you haven't, most of us could probably say that we deal constantly with children who are off task, disengaged, and especially in my classroom, I can say my battle every year is especially with those students who lack self-belief and confidence to complete tasks. Firstly, I would just like you to think for a moment about the characteristics of a mentally healthy person and what mentally healthy means to you. Okay, so as we can see, mental health is a complex concept, which includes a sense of vitality, happiness and well-being. Like I mentioned earlier, mental health means different things to different people, and we could probably come to some consensus that being healthy is more than the absence of illness. It embraces a holistic balance of the physical, social, mental, emotional and spiritual well-being. Most of us find that we have strengths or vulnerabilities in a range of areas, and taken as a whole, these make up our general health. Like me, you probably look at this and think, I don't always feel like I have a positive outlook or high self-esteem or self-concept. I'm sometimes stressed, and that's okay. But you're all sat here as teachers, so you're most definitely resilient. This is what we need our students to know and become. That it is healthy to feel all emotions, to sometimes be happy and other days be sad. That we all have hard days, but not only that, we can teach them to be resilient. We can teach them the resilience that we have come to learn so that they can cope with the negative stresses and understand that they can overcome the hard days and we can reduce the negative impacts of mental illness. Okay, some data about the mental health of young Australians. As we can see, mental health and behavioural disorders are the second main causing disability among young people. That was the latest data in 2009, and due to more factors such as the accessibility to the internet and cyberbullying, it has been stated by the 2012 Queensland Health Report that new data collected suggests that mental health disorders are now the leading cause of disability in Australia, with half the adult population experiencing a mental health problem at some time in their life. What we can see from this data here is that disability in 2009 from mental health is the only disability where young people score higher than all people, with 40% of young people living with a disability caused by mental health, doubling that of the percentage of all people. Some more data from the Mental Health Council of Australia suggests that among young Australians aged 12 to 25 years, depression is the most common mental health problem. Around 1 in 10 young Australians will experience an anxiety disorder in any given 12-month period. And mental health issues such as anxiety and depression can present themselves in young children as early as year 1 and continue throughout primary school unless successful intervention is achieved. As we can see here, they state at least 1/3 of young people have had an episode of mental illness by the age of 25. That is quite alarming, considering mental health is probably one of the least talked about health issues in the community and in schools. However, in schools, we are positioned to make a difference. So, what are the impacts of cyberbullying on mental health? Research suggests, and as we can see in school every day, that social media and cyberbullying is on the increase due to the accessibility of the internet and social media, being one of the main areas of concern in the development of mental health issues now and in the future. A recent article in The Guardian and the Huffington Post establishes the relevance of this issue, stating, as you can see by the Huffington Post at the bottom there, that cyberbullying, sexting and the isolation of spending a long time online could be behind a rise in mental health problems among children. And as you can see at the top there, The Guardian ran an article recently with the title Mental Health of Children and Young People at Risk in Digital Age. So what are the impacts of cyberbullying on mental health, and why is it relevant to us as educators? Bullying can lead to low self-esteem, feelings of shame and anxiety, concentration, and learning difficulties. In case of a perpetuator bullying, it can contribute to ongoing antisocial or criminal behaviour and engaging in abuse in other contexts. Youth mental health problems are often first identified at school, with children and parents consulting teachers and other student services as their first step in seeking help. Schools and teachers are then ideally positioned to play a lead role in prevention activities due to our close relationships with students and parents. I know that we are all not counsellors and we all deal with several issues every day, but this is why I think we need to work together as a whole school to support each other and promote a mentally healthy school. However, most of us could probably relate to this video.
Now, Calvin, is it or is it not true that you have been leaving scary messages on our SHAR's website?
Hell nah. Man, I don't even have no computer, dog.
Really? Well, have you been leaving scary messages with your phone?
Nah, man.
Calvin, when you email someone with your phone, there's a fingerprint that never goes away. And there's a trail that leads all the way back to you. And you see, those words, they hurt. Now, it's called cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying?
Cyberbullying.
Come on, I just left them a message. It was just words on a screen, man.
Calvin, sometimes a computer or a phone can be the most brutal weapon of all.
What you said wasn't even true. I'm Indian.
What? I thought you were from the middle or the east.
Not fool. I'm from India, the land of the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, that's the most beautiful building in the world. Is that in India?
Yeah, fool.
Instead of being cyber bullies, maybe we can all be cyber buddies.
Man, I'd like to know more about India.
Hey, man, this is a great website. It's got pictures and everything.
Word?
Word, dude.
I thought you didn't have a computer, Calvin.
So, what can we do? Research suggests that the best way to tackle bullying is not like that video, but to promote mental health as a whole school approach to building resilience that applies the health promoting strategies of the World Health Organization Ottawa Charter. The whole school approach, as you can see on the left-hand side, started by the World Health Organization, is a way of thinking and working adopted by the whole school to make the school the best possible place to work, learn and play. As we can see, this model is made up of 3 interconnected components of the school, promoting a whole school commitment to improving and protecting the mental health and well-being of the school community. These include curriculum, teaching and learning, meaning what is taught and learnt, how it is taught and learnt, and working together to do this. School organisation, ethos and environment refers to the feel of the physical and social environment, and partnerships and services refers to between the school and wider community, including involvement of family and recognising and maximising family and students in the decision-making process. The Ottawa Charter for Health Promotion reinforces the need to work together as a whole school to promote mental health by enabling students and the school community with the knowledge, skills and environments necessary to maximise mental health by building resilience, mediating to develop consensus on the best ways to maximise health and reduce the negative impacts of cyberbullying, and advocating concerns and strategies to maximise mental health. After some research on local initiatives and how local schools are addressing the same issues, I have laid out a plan for proposal into the 3 interrelated components of the Health Promoting Schools framework, addressing the strategies of the Ottawa Charter for Health Promotion. Firstly, curriculum, teaching and learning. The strategies: establish a well-being and health promoting team. If you would like to be involved with that, I would like 1 team member from each year level for meetings once a month to advocate, mediate and enable mental health promoting strategies for the whole school. If you're interested in that, please let me know at the end. The second strategy, professional learning about mental health and cyberbullying for students and teachers. Developing student skills to make decisions and control their own health and environments, and professional learning about mental health and cyberbullying from Mind Matters for teachers and students across the learning areas. But we will keep you updated on that. We're waiting to hear back from Mind Matters about the programs that are running. Thirdly, developing units on cyberbullying and mental health for each year level. including cyberbullying and the effects of mental health into other curriculum areas through readings used and role plays. If you could come up with ways of doing this in your next year level meetings, then and report to your mental health representative. That way we can keep it as a whole school community and share the ideas that are flowing around in each year level, incorporating and linking to other school activities such as Mental Health Awareness Week. And lastly, how can we have teachers promoting mental health if your overall wellbeing is out of balance? So introducing counselling for teachers after school. Chaplain is offered to do this, which of course will be kept confidential, so please just contact him. And then professional development. And yoga classes 3 nights a week after school to relax and unwind, find balance, reconnect with the mind, body and soul, and equip us to deal with issues at school and in our own lives. So bring along a mat, put on some comfy clothes, and let's have some fun. All the details will be in the staff room. And school organisation and environment. So the strategies would be update the school policy to include cyberbullying and develop a Miami commitment to learning and wellbeing policy. Collaborating with the Student Council and P&C. We'd hope to get that done within a month. Secondly, create a supportive school and classroom environment where all children feel they can discuss issues without having social media and internet usage banned, teaching them appropriate behaviours and resilience strategies, which we hope to get from Mind Matters. Establish a supportive lunchtime room for students, where they can go when they need to talk to someone, feel like they need extra support, or can just come and play a collection of interactive games to promote communication, cooperation and team building, just to give them somewhere to go when they feel like they need a little bit of support or just to get away and talk or not talk. Next, continue promoting and encouraging our school values, commit to a common language about responsible cyberbullying behaviour. And lastly, develop new signage for cyberbullying and health promoting posters for each classroom. We were hoping to do this by including this as an activity as part of classroom curriculum or assessment, but just getting all year levels involved in a competition to create the best posters for their classrooms. I think that would be a really fun idea. And then partnerships and services. Strategies being health and wellbeing and pastoral care continue to be offered, just letting our students and parents know that that service is still there. Participation in Mental Health Week and community wellbeing activities. Mind Matters workshops for parents, teachers and students, as it says to be confirmed, so we'll keep you updated on when we can get those set up. Regular contact with parents through newsletters and emails from teachers about health and wellbeing lessons. I think this is probably one of the most important ones, just keeping our parents involved and giving them examples or feedback or resources to help enable them to give their children the best advice. And lastly, incorporate cyber smart activities into lessons. Why will this work? Well, hopefully it will work, but research suggests that initiating intervention activities early in life, early in illness and early in each episode is the key to effective prevention and treatment to reduce the impacts of mental illness. I was just about to talk about my lovely little diagram about incorporating spirit, body and mind to keep us all healthy. Case studies from Queensland Health and Education Queensland identify that promotion of behaviours and establishing an environment that supports good mental health and resilience from an early age reduces the negative impacts of mental illness. Using a whole school approach to building resilience, we are able to promote mental health and reduce the effects of cyberbullying by enabling students with the knowledge and skills to be confident in making their own decisions about their health and environment, which I think is so important. And lastly, from Queensland Health, by starting well, developing well, living well and ageing well, fewer people will develop mental health problems. In the future, how will we know that the plan works and how can it be measured for results? We'll know because the overall happiness and connectedness of the school community and environment. Also from feedback with parents, teachers and students, what are they saying about the programs? Are they enjoying it? Are they happy? Are we all getting along, having fun? Fortnightly meetings to discuss what works and what needs improvements, and reports on meetings from mental health team and school counsellor to the school community. So we're keeping updated. And a few references if you'd like to find out any more information. Thank you.